Guys, this is Jannecke. I hope you're having a beautiful summer. It's super hot here in Oslo, but I'm really enjoying it, although I'm working a lot, and I'm going to tell you more about that. But I wanted to speak to you today about change, how we can change if we want to, and how I'm going to change Wisdom from North. So change is a big word for me these days. So 15 years ago, I was a very depressed girl. I used to put myself below other people, and I didn't think that I was that valuable. I was a musical theater artist, so whenever I didn't have roles or didn't get the part, and I was unemployed for a while, I would feel that I wasn't worthy in the society. So I would put myself below other people when I was in conversations and in general. And I went to psychologists and I went to psychiatrists, and I just felt like it was hopeless. I felt that I would never change and that I would never be happy. It was just these dark years where it felt like my inner landscape was just gray. Now what I started to do was to watch videos online on YouTube with people like Oprah Winfrey and transformational teachers. And they told me that I was powerful. They told me that inside of me there was this light, and that the universe loved me as much as everybody else, that we were just as valuable, and that I was important to the universe. And it started to dawn on me that there wasn't something wrong with me, it was something wrong with my belief system. And this didn't happen overnight. It took several years, but it resonated with me. It was something that sparked inside, and slowly but surely I started changing my mindset about myself, about life, about that I wasn't a victim, that I had the power and that I could change my life. And in 2012 I had this very clear moment, and I've been speaking about it before, but it's essential to the story. I had this clear moment that I've never had before. All of a sudden, I said out loud to my dad, actually, what I actually want to do, Dad, is travel around interviewing amazing transformational teachers about the big questions of life. And when I worded that, when I put words on it, something just clicked inside. It was just like alignment. And I knew that that was what I was going to do. And I mean, the thought, of course, the fear came in, like, well, how am I going to earn money on that? But I knew that that wasn't an issue. I just had to do it, and I just had to trust that it would be okay. So I had enough self-esteem, that's my point, to actually understand that when I got such a clear message, it was for me, and that I had to listen to my heart. I was valuable enough to believe that when I got that message, that was something I was going to do. And if I had gotten that message, like 5 years earlier, I wouldn't have had the self-love to follow it enough. And what is so beautiful with these interviews that I'm doing, just to let you in on what my experience is that when I'm interviewing these people that have let go of so much baggage, and they are so mature, they have worked so much on themselves, they are vibrating on a very high frequency, right? So that influences me. So whenever I've done an interview, I'm like, I feel that my vibration is so much higher. And I think perhaps maybe you can notice that too when you're watching videos with inspirational people that have really worked on themselves, that you are feeling better afterwards. So it's not only the information we're receiving from the video, like information or knowledge or wisdom, it's actually something that happens with the energy. But back to a little bit that I didn't think I could change. That was a very rigid belief system in me, that there was no new thought that could come ever. That is a deep question though, if there are any new thoughts, but I didn't think that anything new could be invented, because everything was created before, and I didn't think that I could change at all. And just looking at that huge change that I've had these 6 years, before that also, I'm a completely different person. And I wanted to share that because if you are a person like me 15 years ago that believe that everybody else can change but not you, that is not true. That is just something you believe in, because we can all change. Maybe on the outside it looked like I was super happy 15 years ago, but inside I was a mess. I was feeling so small. And now I know my value. Now I've taken the power back and I'm the leader in my own life. Finally, it was about time. So after doing 400 videos last year, I was feeling that, I need to grow, something need to change. I cannot just do interview after interview because I feel like now I need a huge change in my life. I really want to step out of that comfort zone because it gets comfortable doing interviews after interviews. Of course it's challenging, but something new needed to happen. So I was like asking the universe, so what am I going to do? Please give me some insight. Please give me some clarity, that clarity that I had in 2012. Give it to me again. Give me the direction. But nothing came. And I waited and I waited and I worked on myself and I worked on myself. But I think it came when the time was right and I was ready for it. I think if I had that idea 1.5 years ago, I wouldn't be ready. But now I work so much on myself. I really dream much bigger now. And the time was right. So in March, I was sitting online and I was just surfing, and all of a sudden I found this website that sparked something within me. And I had this clear vision on what I wanted to do. And I'm going to tell you about it. And I think that clarity came for two reasons. It came because I was mature, it was divine timing, but it also came because I had become clear before that on what do I really want to do? Like, why am I really doing these interviews? So I knew I wanted to give back. Since these transformational teachers have helped me so much on YouTube, I wanted to give back. That's part of why I started Wisdom from North. But 15 years ago, I wish there was a platform with the best of the best speakers that I resonated with, that I could go onto a platform and find them all there and just pick and choose from different teachings and speakers. And so I became clear on that, well, I want to be a person who connects all these speakers, who finds really talented, good communicators around the world and especially in the Nordic countries, and help them come out with their message. And I also want to make video blogs myself. So I want to do two things. Like, I want to communicate my own perspectives, and I also want to make this platform, this umbrella, with the best speakers that I know of. So that's where the clarity came. So I'm going to tell you what I'm creating, and I've been working ever since March a lot with this. I've created a company. I received a partner. I've gotten a partner now, a business partner. So it's not just me anymore, it's we. And now I have created an online magazine. That's one of the things I'm created. So I've been dreaming about starting a magazine, and all of a sudden I was just like, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to have those speakers that I've come across that I really loved working with, because I know a lot of them now, and I'm going to ask them to write articles for me. And they've said yes. I think and I hope you're going to love it. You'll find many different variations of topics there. Like, there's art, entrepreneurial, career topics, how to follow your dream, self-development, the spiritual journey. And what I love about the article is that the speakers are so personal. They're really sharing like their aha moments. They're sharing how they have gotten spiritual insights. They're sharing like those turning points in their lives when they went down one track and all of a sudden they knew they had to, for instance, go to Africa to work with lions, that one of the speakers wrote about. There are just so many beautiful articles. I've gotten so emotional like reading them all, because I'm just so honored that they that they're sharing such vulnerable and open things to me on my platform. So I can't wait for you guys to check it out. And my main intention with it is to empower you like I was empowered by these transformational teachers, and also to transform you, because when we transform ourselves, we transform our lives. And I believe that when you transform yourself, you get into touch with your purpose. And when you start following your dream and start acting on your purpose, you are changing things around you too. So the more people who are empowering themselves, who are transforming themselves, the more the world will be a better place. And I believe that. I believe that this is much bigger than me. So that's why I have to follow my calling. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember to shine the light that you are.